We're a little too close to showtime, but we'll be fine. We'll be good. We've got a great tournament team that has a lot of tournament experience under their belts, and the PGA comes out about once every few weeks and checks on things, and they feel really good. And so I feel good. I feel good about how much we'll have ready for of the resort when the tournament gets here. And I feel really good about the quality of the tournament we're going to put on and all the excitement that we're hearing around the tournament itself.
So what else needs to be done between now and then? I mean, but not July 1st, but what else needs to be done that is on that bucket list of goal items to complete before you get droves of people coming to the course?
Well, we're building about 5,000 parking spaces. We're building roads and curb and gutter, and we're putting in all the anchoring for the 4-story and the 3-story structures, as well as the single level structures. It's just a ton. I don't know. We'd be here for an hour, me telling you all the stuff we got to have done between now and then that isn't done yet.
Typically before a tournament, courses will reduce play and such. Have you had that conversation? What does that look like for how much time you're allowing in between public play to stop and the tournament to take place?
Yeah, public play stops on September 17th, and the tournament starts essentially October 10th. So we'll be down for, not a month, but a few weeks.
Have you had any indication into some of the folks that might be a part of the field on this tournament schedule this far out?
Yeah, this is it's really early for them in their schedule. But because it's a new tournament, a lot of calling, inquiring, and there are, a good handful of top names. I don't think I want to name drop on that. It was awesome having Patrick Fishburne a few days on national television with Black Desert. We sponsored him, and he called me and he said just the players were just asking him a million questions about Black Desert, because he'd been the only one that had played it.
So obviously Patrick's a big one, and you got the exemption for another local, a golf star basically, which is really cool. And then you name out Tom Weiskopf Week, which is awesome with the city. So you've done a lot of really cool things tied to the local, but are there the potential for other local large names to be playing in this tournament, a la somebody who played quite well at the PGA Championship this weekend?
Right. Let's just say there are. Yes, we're pretty optimistic on that. We had 2 non-qualifier exemptions, and Jadon Blake, who you were just mentioning, and then Weirzy will play in the tournament as well. So we're excited to have Mike Weir down.
In terms of major tournament preps, are there certain buildings and such that you can live without, or if they're not done in time, or things like that? Like, where is that sort of process at? Is you talked about the parking space, you talked about a couple other things, but in terms of infrastructure on the property, are there things you say, oh, if we have that done, great, but if not, we can live with it at this point?
Yeah, that's really we know we have to have the convention center for all the media broadcast, all that, just all the stuff that's going to go into, the tournament. And we have to provide daycare, we have to provide a place for education for the kids, and that can all be housed on Black Desert year one. The only thing I'm a little disappointed in is I was shooting for 700 rooms to be open by PGA Tour, and it looks like we're gonna hit about 450. But all of the other things will be done that we were expecting to get done.
You mentioned the PGA Tour crew is there every so often, kind of just checking in on things. What is the latest, I guess, progress report from them about how they're feeling about kicking this thing off?
I think they're really excited. Their rules official was out, I think it was last week, and just kind of looking at the progress we've made on the golf course. They requested 1 change, and then they suggested 10, and we did 9 of the 10 changes. The one was just a bad idea. So, but yeah, we are actually done with the changes to the course. Now on July 1st, I believe we start building the structures for the VIP hospitality and also the general admission.
How long's the course going to play for the tournament?
About 7,400 yards.
What's the message to folks here that either live in that community or are just in St. George and really don't know what to expect in terms of the load of people coming here for this event?
Well, there will be a load of people, that's for sure. We're expecting about 40,000 people to the PGA event. However, it's a lot different than what they're used to with the marathons, with Ironman, with Huntsman World Senior Games. There's road closures, especially with Ironman. Road closures everywhere. We will have none. We won't even close a lane. And so because that's why we're building, the thousands and thousands of parking spaces on site, is that we don't have to be doing a lot of offsite parking. We have arranged with Tuacahn to have some overflow parking to there if needed, but then we'll just shuttle them. We'll shuttle them back and forth. So we're really depending on shuttles versus vehicles, and I think there's even a possibility we will be able to handle every single fan on site at Black Desert.
Anything else about kind of things where they stand today, getting ready for, what the ultimate goal is here, and that's to kick off just a great history, a reignited history
Sure.
of PGA Tour golf here in Utah.
Well, I think it's fun. I didn't really have any interest in handing off the trophy to the winner of the PGA tournament. So I invited Governor Cox to hand off the trophy, and he accepted. So I think he's trying to clear his schedule and be down here for the whole tournament week. So that'll be fun.